is expected to consider the report by the troika of mediators in the Kosovo dispute on Wednesday. The group is comprised of Russia, the United States and the European Union. Russia opposes independence for the breakaway republic and insists that negotiations should continue.
We believe that there is room for agreement in the course of negotiations. Therefore, tomorrow at the Security Council we'll be arguing that there is no other way, and moreover that there is an opportunity for a negotiated outcome on this issue of the future status.
Meanwhile, Serbia's Prime Minister Vojislav Koštunica believes the outcome will show whether UN resolutions do or do not have any real force.
It is not only something that has to do with Serbia and one special Serbian issue. It is of much more, I would say, global importance, because we are testing at this moment if this whole system of rules, international law, UN Charter, Security Council resolutions are still valid, mean something, or they are meaningless. And Serbia and Russia are in favor of really full respect of UN Charter and Resolution 1244 in this case.
Meanwhile, thousands of Serbs in Kosovo have rallied to protest against independence for the breakaway republic. Some believe that Kosovo may declare independence from Serbia early next year. The protesters gathered in the city of Mitrovica, home to both Serbs and ethnic Albanians. They carried Serbian flags and banners, some of which called for Russia's help. Russia is a member of the troika of mediators along with the EU and the US, and has threatened to block Kosovo's quest for independence at the UN Security Council. Moscow insists talks between Belgrade and Pristina must continue. Some Kosovars have found an original way out. They left their troubled homeland and discovered a new life in Russia. Our correspondent Denis Balotsky now reports.
They were born and raised in Kosovo, but they decided to return to the land of their forefathers. The Tsay family live in a comfortable two-story house in Mafehabel, a small village in the southern Russian Republic of Adyey. There are 22 other Kosovo Adig families in this rural community. For all families that moved to Adigey from Kosovo, this small village has become a new home. 9 years ago, they fled from the horrors of war, and Russia was one of the few countries that gladly accepted the refugees. The Kosovo Adigs are a predominantly Muslim ethnic group that was forcibly relocated from the North Caucasus to the Balkans in the 19th century. The Ottoman Empire wanted these people to protect its interests in the region. It was only in the late 1990s that some of these people were given a chance to return to Adigey. The Cherkess tribes that were the forefathers of modern Adigs lived in this region for centuries. In 1998, Russian President Boris Yeltsin allowed several groups of Adigs to return, giving them new homes, work permits and refugee status. They were greeted by the locals. Their language and traditions have not changed. They say they finally felt at home, and it's the place where they would like to stay for the rest of their lives.
For me, it's better to live with my people. I miss Kosovo, but there are no more Adigs left in that region. And for me, it's better to live here.
Imer Tsay now speaks good Russian, but sometimes he asks his daughters to help interpreting. Only the youngest Tsay child was born in Russia. Others made a long journey before they settled in Adigey. They are still getting used to some of the local traditions, but it doesn't seem hard. Imer says he misses his friends who still live in Kosovo. Some of them are Albanians, others are Serbs. He says on a human level he had no misunderstandings with any of these people. A truck driver, he ran his small business without paying attention to his client's faith or nationality. Now, 9 years later, he says the Kosovo problem is still far from being resolved.
It's not only our problem, it's a problem for the whole world. The UN representatives, the Germans, the Italians, the French, the Russians, they still cannot find a solution to the Kosovo problem.
While the status of Kosovo still causes heated discussions in Europe and overseas, some ethnic groups, like these Kosovo Adigs, have found a new life. But even being far from the Balkans, they care about what's happening there. And for those whose friends and relatives still live in Kosovo, peace in this region is the only concern. Denis Balotsky, Russia Today, Adigey.